Hello and welcome to another video from TheSavageTrout on YouTube, and it is episode 39 of my FIFA 15 Burnley Career Mode. And first of all, I'd just like to start off with a bit of an apology. I've not really had any chance to actually go on either of my Xboxes this week because I've had so many mocks and just coursework, but mainly mock exams, so I really haven't been able to get on, so that's why there's been pretty much no episode all week. But it's going to be finally out now. Anyway, as episode 39 was this topsy-turvy career mode, which has been all over the place so far. But in this episode, we will have Leicester at home and then Manchester United away. This is a lineup we're going with against Leicester. It is the same side that we started against Chelsea, as you would expect, considering we beat them 3-2. Quite a big scalp there. So it's the same team. Guidetti and Jutskovic up front are two best goal scorers, and Marnie impressed in that Chelsea game, so he will start as well, but absolutely unchanged. Leicester have been a thorn in our side before, so we have to be careful here. Well guys, we're up against Leicester, a team who have really cost me in the past. 2 games against them, 2 1-0 losses, despite absolute domination. It brings back memories of that loss that we had. I believe that may have been at Turf Moor as well. It's hard to remember, where we absolutely dominated them and they got a fluke goal, which really looked like it had relegated us at that point. But instead we survived, and now our hope for the top 4 is in full flow, and we need to beat Leicester here to continue our momentum from the Chelsea game. Let's go. And now it's come to Marnie, and we've clipped it into Guidetti, who lacked composure and put it wide. That's a bit frustrating. Leaving the defence a tad bit exposed there. Kitely tried to get there. Can Drinkwater keep it in? Yes, he can. Me will force him into the corner, but that's an inventive piece of play. And that's not a bad ball, and that was threatening from Leicester, their best effort in the game so far, you would have to say. And now we can break again. This is so end-to-end at the moment, it's ridiculous. And now Jutskovic into Guidetti, puts it on a plate for Noble, who then feeds it into Kitely. And it's put into the box, Jutskovic with a bit of room, decent header, good save, Schmeichel. Got a little bit of room there, couldn't quite direct it into the net. This game has been so end-to-end, it is ridiculous. Schlupp. King now. And that's a good ball into Simpson, who is threatening us quite badly. And it's a decent header, and it's another goal for Leicester, who once again, for the 3rd time in a row, have taken the lead against us, completely against the run of play. It's a brilliant header. It's Simpson again that's gone down that left-hand side, and Ward could not get there, and somehow Ake couldn't win it, and that's just a brilliant header, and we're going to have to rescue it again here. Well guys, it's been quite an interesting game actually, so end-to-end. Both teams have had chances, and we should have capitalised more on our chances really, because once again it's cost us. I don't know what it is with this Leicester team, but we just can't seem to score against them and then seem to concede against them. We can get back into this, I think, if someone could just finish it, but there's nothing we could have really done about that header, I don't think, because it's just such a good header. Anyway, here we go. Both teams are just playing with such exuberance and confidence. That's not a bad ball. Nugent, is he onside? He's onside. He's offside. He's offside, I think. But Heaton saves it anyway. But I thought it was onside for a second there, and it's very tight actually. Ooh, maybe by an arm. Tries to clip it into Noble. It's actually come to Jutskovic now. Marnie puts it on a plate for Arfield. Good save. It's probably going out. Not quite sure why he saved it, but decent save anyway. Now it's come to Ward, just probing at the moment. He's glided past him there though, and that's not a bad ball. Fumbled by the keeper, comes back to Marnie, who tries to create an opportunity. Good save by Schmeichel again. He's really keeping them in this.
I do think they're going
Okay, guys, we are making 2 substitutions. It's Ings and Boyd coming on. Hopefully Ings can finally break his duct. It's come to Hammond now. And Ajoa's got too much room! Oh, piss off, EA. That's just typical, really. Leicester have had 2 shots in this game, and they are well and truly my bogey team, because this is just ridiculous. He's just put it right in the top corner. There is no stopping that. I don't know where the defence was. And it's more inconsistency, which is just so frustrating. Danny Ings into Noble. Oh, it's another save. Oh, here's a chance. Good to... I don't believe it. I don't pissing believe it, EA. Yellow card. And it's just ridiculous. How many more penalties is this going to get? Is this game going to give against me? They scored 2 impossible goals for Leicester. In what world is that a penalty? There was a bullet header for the first goal, which no one could stop. And then somehow Ajoa scores a brilliant top corner finish. And now Leicester are going to put me 3-0 down at Turf Moor, which is the most ridiculous occurrence I've seen in my life. After beating Chelsea 3-2 and then losing to Ipswich before that. I don't know what EA is on at the moment, but Nugent to make it 3-0, it's somehow tipped onto the bar, because that's just how retarded this game is. Good save from Heaton, but it's really academic at this point. Well, that's full time, and it's another piss poor performance from EA in my opinion, because yes, my finishing wasn't great in that game, but quite frankly that game is just absolutely ridiculous. I still haven't had a game against Leicester which hasn't been ridiculous. So we'll just move on to the next game against United and try and get an impossible result there. Well guys, our woes have just continued into the next game really, because Scott Arfield has turned down a contract for 10,000 more in wages because he wants to leave the club. Jerome is filing a transfer request, even though I wanted to get rid of him anyway. And we have Manchester United next, away from home, and we are now 6 points away from the top 4. Once again, Leicester have absolutely cost us, and we need a win here, really. This is a team we're going with. We've made a few changes. Ashley Barnes has come in because Jutskovic just hasn't quite been hitting it recently. Guidetti's still been doing pretty well, and I just have that faith in him that he can get something done. I've taken out Arfield because of well, he obviously turned down the contract, so I thought I might send a message to him there. Marnie and Noble staying in central midfield because they're definitely my 2 best central midfielders at the moment. I've just about kept Reed, despite a lot of people saying he's in shaky form, but I'm hoping he can turn it around. We normally play well against the big side, so let's just do it again here. Well guys, it's that fixture again. We beat Manchester United away from home last season. Can we do it again here? We really need to. Looking at that table, we can jump up into the top half again, potentially depending on how results go around us. But we do need a win here, or at least a point, because things are starting to stack up against us a bit now. Raphael, have to be careful here. Me chasing him down. Still gets a cross in. No! Good save, Heaton. Again getting in front of my defenders. Somehow Chicharito there. Great save by Heaton. That's a good clearance by Reed as well. Barnes into Guidetti. And that's a superb ball if Kitely can reach it, which he does do. And now he cuts inside. And Kitely, that's got to be a penalty. You have to give it, ref. And once again we have a penalty. But for once, it's gone to us. It's Herrera of all people that's brought him down. Brilliant pass from Guidetti. Brilliant run from Kitely. And all we need to do is score this damn penalty, which we haven't been doing recently.
To his opponent, and seems to have been the case.
Here we go. It is John Guidetti. who steps up, and it's gone in. Thank God for that. We've missed so many penalties recently. De Gea almost saved that, but Guidetti gets his goal, and once again we lead at Old Trafford. This game does not make sense. Cleverly has a bit of room to work here. Raphael can whip one in early, but that's well defended! Bloody hell, Heaton. Bloody hell. Well, guys, in terms of possession, we have been dominated, but we are ahead. There's been very few chances, but we've got that penalty which separates the sides. And now we just need to hold on to this lead, which we've been doing fine so far, so I think we can keep doing it. Oh, Di Maria now. And thank God Herrera has fluffed it there. And Guidetti now on the turn. Kitely turns, gets away from the defender. Somehow De Gea tips it over. Come to Noble, who has a half chance there, and it's another save from De Gea. Okay, we've made 3 substitutions. Ings coming on as well as Arfield and Howieson. That's not gone well. Oh, that's well won though, and it's played into the middle for Guidetti. Can he get away from Jones? Just about. Can he now get the finish? It might be quite difficult. He can play it back into the middle to Howieson. Well played. And he's put it into the bottom corner to win it for Burnley Football Club. They committed too many bodies forward, and it's cost them. And for the second time in a row, we've done the double over Manchester United. And Howieson, the youngster, gets a goal he'll remember. Brilliant finish. Get in there. I don't know what is wrong with this game. We lose to Ipswich, we beat Chelsea, we lose to Leicester, we beat Manchester United. What on earth is this game? Can someone explain to me? The scripting is just... it's some bizarre scripting. It's some arse backwards scripting. But I'll take the win any day of the week, as I like to say. Okay guys, this is the table. We're back up to where we were before, actually, 11th, so not really much has happened in this episode, to be fair, apart from some craziness. But yeah, we're only 3 points off the top 4 again, which is nice to see, despite a few games in hand for teams like Spurs and Newcastle, who could go top of the league. But we're right up with everybody at the moment, which is nice to see. If we'd lost there, we might have been gapped a bit, so it's very nice to have won that game. In the next episode, we will have Cardiff at home, which is a winnable game for sure, since I think they're bottom. Yes, they are. And then we have Liverpool away in what will be an interesting game, considering we haven't lost them ever on this career mode. And then we may do Fulham at home, depending on how I'm feeling and how the episode's going. So this has been another topsy-turvy episode. I'm not quite sure what to make of it, because it's just been utter madness. So guys, thank you for watching, and until next time, goodbye.